Over the last several years, Idaho has spent over $3 billion annually on Medicaid expenses. This comes from over 25% of our Idaho residents depending on government funding. According to the Idaho Department of Welfare, they have found that more people are now on Medicaid than have been over 5 years ago. My name is Mikkel, and I believe that the state of Idaho should pass House Bill 138. It is a proposal to repeal Medicaid expansion. Medicaid expansion was adopted in 2018 to extend healthcare coverage to low-income adults. This led to increased costs for the state and concerns about dependency on federal funding. House Bill 138 was discussed last in February 2025 when it was not adopted. Reviewing the long-term financial stability and rising healthcare costs strain the state budget. Supporters argue that Medicaid expansion provides essential care for those who cannot afford it. I have examined multiple sources from state reports to federal sources, as well as local investigations. I am a nurse and I have seen the dependency Medicaid has encouraged to able-bodied adults. With this repeal, Idaho will save money as residents will become self-sufficient, and it does not mean that care will be taken away, but it will be invested into better serve us. First, Idaho is spending more money on Medicaid expenses since federal funds are declining. The federal government used to provide money for most of our Medicaid expenses, but they have since reduced nearly 10%. Our education and development are suffering because of this. Idaho could redirect those funds towards programs that stimulate the economy and address healthcare needs through local innovation. If House Bill 138 is passed, the state spending and financial waste will decrease. This can be done by cutting unnecessary spending on able-bodied adults who could seek private insurance. Idaho's taxpayer funds are being wasted and would be better off invested elsewhere. The Medicaid budget is growing rapidly. Investing in preventative care will save money in the long run. Cutting waste will make us the best stewards of the state as we redirect funds to local communities worried about not receiving health care. These savings will strengthen clinics, telehealth access, and workforce development. Investing in clinics will expand affordable care and return providers in the state, improving overall health. Second, the repeal will create self-sufficient Idahoans. Medicaid expansion has discouraged able-bodied adults to work, encouraging dependency. This repeal will encourage adults to rejoin the workforce and seek private coverage. The shift promotes long-term economic growth, reduces dependency, and helps citizens take personal responsibility for their healthcare needs. Many expansion enrollees are not disabled, but choose to have Medicaid coverage due to the low cost or ease of enrollment. The government coverage availability reduces job seeking and limits individual economic mobility and decreases the number of taxpayers supporting the Medicaid system. This has created greater pressure on those who are still employed. Idaho could invest in job training, education, and incentive programs to help residents gain employment and obtain private health coverage. Over time, this reduces dependency and empowers adults to take ownership. While fostering self-sufficiency and reducing dependency are vital benefits, critics argue this repeal will limit healthcare access to lower-income adults. Despite opposing claims, this repeal will create better opportunities among healthcare. Using evidence-based research, Idaho Freedom Foundation states that many individuals on Medicaid expansion are actually able-bodied adults who could afford private coverage. Using cost-benefit analysis, we have found that while some may temporarily lose coverage with this repeal, repealing Medicaid expansion will redirect funds towards more efficient programs and create long-term economic savings. Instead of creating dependency, we need to encourage innovation and strength as we try to grow and gain our own coverage. House Bill 138 should reduce tax burden and allow Idaho to reinvest in health care. Overall benefits include greater responsibility, a stronger workforce, and efficient spending. In conclusion, repealing Medicaid expansion through House Bill 138 represents a bold and necessary step towards a sustainable healthcare reform.